In Denver, Colorado this evening, the Denver Broncos that are currently 11-1 for the franchise best record since 1998 come back from a little road trip to face the Minnesota Vikings tonight on NBC's Sunday Night Football. So the uniform preview, the Broncos will be in their all-blue looks. They wore their blue and white variants a week ago against the New York Giants before the 3-game road trip. And the Vikings will be all white top and bottom. Minnesota Vikings, Denver Broncos, coming up next. On a windy but beautiful evening in Denver. Denver can clinch home field tonight and their first round bye. And right now in the NFC, there's a 3-way tie for 5th. Right now, if the Vikings lose, they would fall to 5-8. They are currently 5-7 now, so they need a win. Denver needs to start tonight to lock up their bye and the whole conference and home field. As we go out to Denver, Colorado, front of a sellout crowd this evening.
Welcome, everybody. Brandon Gunn with Charles Davis. We are live for a prime-time matchup tonight.
Vikings on the sidelines.
On this stage. That means bright lights, big-time players performing in a big-time moment and atmosphere.
And look at that, Dylan Murray, very excited that he's getting his team to the playoffs for a second straight tournament, getting his team pumped up for tonight. Broncos have won the toss and have elected to receive. Blair Walsh kicks it off. Jordan Norwood will take it from the 12. Trying to find some space, he gets brought down to 33. As out come the Denver Broncos, led by somebody who's earned a nickname of Captain Elusiveness, Dylan Murray. He can run really fast, but he can also launch those deep balls down the field, seen in the Monday night game against San Diego a couple weeks ago.
So here we go. First
Broncos are set with a 2-back set, one tight end Virgil Green behind. Anderson with the run on first down, and look at this. He gets a huge explosion all the way into Minnesota territory.
The way they're moving the ball on offense now, somewhere Coach Hank Stram is grinning, just matriculating the ball down the field, boys.
It all took one down for the Broncos to get insane field position already.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
So the Broncos now are lined up with...
And the QB's calling something out.
2 receivers to the left, 1 tight end to the right. Virgil Green and C.J. Anderson behind. Murray dropping back, firing for Demaryius Thomas, but that one gets batted away. Incomplete. As we look at the Denver Broncos offensive line, and if you can look up the definition of the word talented but slept on, Merriam-Webster would show the entire Denver Broncos receiving corps when you got people like Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas, guys that always make those big catches.
Nice spin move, able to pick up some good yardage
to change the game in Denver's favor as we look at the Minnesota defensive line. As we look at the secondary tonight, we're going to be highlighting Xavier Rhodes.
And And the defense searches for one more stop here.
He's another one that can really
second down.
change the complexion of the game. Norway takes a snap from the gun, firing for Virgil Green, who gets the catch to 15. 19-yard pass there.
So a nice job by the quarterback to find his man open for a first down.
So, definitely a smart play there. You can always hit those tight ends. Sure, those completions aren't really the best. But it's either that or risk going for that deep ball and getting it batted down, or having it incomplete.
So
first down and 10 from the 15. The Vikings are in a nickel set. Murway with Anderson to his right. Spins one, gets through two, gets to the first at the 5.
Defenders always talk about playing on that side of the ball because they deliver.
It was Joseph that was there on the stop.
Is the one delivering the blow, breaking through the first contact.
Ugh. If we get another replay here. C.J. Anderson, bam, gets through one. Almost got through a couple guys before getting brought down. Second down in inches from the 5, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Here we go for second down.
One receiver to the right this time. 2 tight ends, extra protection. Murway firing for Anderson. Touchdown, Broncos.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone earlier. Didn't matter whether you started on offense or defense. In this case, the team
took a handful of plays, but the Broncos got themselves into the end zone for the first points of tonight's game. And here they go for the PAT. They'll have to battle the wind tonight, so it's going to really be up to the kickers to have that sure-handed foot to get themselves straight through the end zone.
And everyone is lined up for the kickoff.
Now it's time for the Vikings to respond. Broncos, McManus with a place gets the signal, and he's going to send it for a touchback. And joys of playing half your games at sea level is you get a whole lot of touchbacks, or above sea level. As we look at Teddy Bridgewater's first preview tonight, very smart quarterback.
Loves to analyze it, and he does it so well.
Loves looking at the finer things of a quarterback. Gets his team in those positions where the Vikings can really make big plays.
And on 1st and 10 now.
Even though things have been
Quick drop this time.
forgettable as the ball comes out, as DeMarcus Ware just killed Teddy Bridgewater.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong.
Big hit.
Just about every level. He did so many things right. Knocked the ball free.
DeMarcus Ware, the longtime veteran, comes in, destroys Teddy Bridgewater. Luckily, the Vikings fell on it.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. And the defense
Wow.
corners look from the shotgun.
Bridgewater going for Talib, picks it off. And, oh yeah, did I forget to mention, it's really tough to pass in the no-fly zone. When you got a team with playoff hopes slipping away, that is not how you keep your hopes alive throwing to the Denver Broncos. The Vikings themselves have experienced a lot of blowouts this past month or so. With getting creamed by both the Pats and Steelers, two of the league's finest, and only scoring 10 points total in both those weeks.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed,
it's such a shame. Bridgewater was looking really good at the beginning of the season when he was able to beat teams like Green Bay. Now, and hold his own against a team like the Giants. Now it just looks terrible. Now he's just fairly inconsistent. You see Anderson to the right of Murway. He's going to take the handoff this time. Sheds one tackle and gets about 2 on the play. As Denver so far has had 50 rushing yards tonight, Kendricks has been credited with the first tackle of tonight. 3rd down and 8. Now we got 4 receivers set. Virgil Green in as a receiver. You got Ronnie Hillman to the right. Murway takes the snap, throws it away, incomplete.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion.
It was Ronnie Hillman. That was the intended receiver on that one.
So after the incompletion,
so now you're going to see the 3rd and out unit for the Broncos, which is something you haven't really seen this year. The Broncos punting. Crazy enough of a stat. And now the Vikings will be trapped back at the 20. Again, due to the win tonight, it's going to be really entertaining to see how the Vikings respond in the win tonight, especially playing above sea level. Knowing how the weather this time of year in Denver is quite predictable. As Adrian Peterson gets brought down by Derek Wolfe.
Textbook defense, nowhere to go for the runner. They get there, they make the tackle, play over.
Minnesota has -1 yard for passing. Obviously, due to that interception. As things have been interesting here so far, as Roby tries bringing down Adrian Peterson up for a 6-yard gain.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today. Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So 3rd down and 2 for the 28.
3rd down and 1.
Vikings have a weak eye set.
Here's a run with AP.
As Peterson stops him just a yard short. Darian Stewart with his first tackle of the night.
Run play unsuccessful.
As that play is unsuccessful, so now the first quarter ends. Denver Broncos is already up by a touchdown over Minnesota. As the very first play from scrimmage tonight was highlighted by this C.J. Anderson John. And the Keep to Leap interception.
Welcome back here, everybody, to the NFL.
Back here at Sports Authority Field at Mile High, the Broncos up by 7.
Let's see if that changes going forward.
Right now, time to see what Denver can do to possibly pound onto their lead.
After the run on 3rd down, did not pick up the first.
So 4th down and 1. Locke gonna punt it deep for Sanders, who will take it from about the 40. Manuel Sanders already has a punt return recorded in primetime this year as he gets stopped at 39.
And it also turns into a second offense. You don't have to just rely on your passing or running when you can pull up returns like we just saw on that punt.
Sounds about right. So the Broncos are going to set up shop at the 39-yard line. They have one tight end this time. Going to set up play action, scrambling to his right, throwing for, I think it was Demarius. No, it was Virgil Green. Vikings have really locked down the passing game tonight, only allowing 19 yards. Only one catch, believe it or not.
So the incomplete pass brings up
as of right now, Denver is 50-50.
The offense will operate from the pistol.
Murway hands it to Anderson this time. He gets stopped for a big loss. As Kendricks with his second stop of tonight. Looked like he was trying to go off McGovern. There are 60. And there you go.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Denver is 50-50 here on first down conversions. Third down conversions.
And he's going to holler out some instructions.
Murway takes the snap, fires, and it's batted away. It was Sendejo that was there on the deflection. So the question is, do they go for it?
All right, so the confidence here in the offense on fourth down, they're going for it.
They're going. And you remember those times where he did go for it? It's play action this time. Murway firing wide open, and it's batted away.
Play did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on
they
the
do not
convert. Just able to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception to keep for it now.
So now it's Minnesota ball.
Just move on to the next play. Offensive coordinator loves this. Very good field position to start the drive.
Sorry, 35.
In the defensive secondary as they drop into the dime.
Bridgewater with Peterson to his right.
Out of the shotgun formation.
Diggs with the catch.
And on the tackle,
It was Darian Stewart that got to him that time. Haven't really seen a pretty the Denver defense tonight.
That allowed the quarterback to find his number one target, his all-star playmaker. Excellent execution, big-time completion.
By the way, update for the next week's slate of games. 3 games will be on Saturday. It will be Colts and Vikings in the morning from US Bank Stadium on Fox at noon. And then Seahawks and Broncos from here at 3 on CBS. And then at 7 Eastern will be Packers and Steelers from Lambeau Field. Lambeau Field, it's rumored that Lambeau Field's about to get snowed on pretty hard, so how about snow football?
And a really nice game.
Primetime snow football. Heck, tomorrow, Patriots and Packers, the forecast is supposed to be snow.
Sometimes the quarterback does a great job in faking things. In this case, faking a pass and handing
The inner football fan, especially with the history of Lambeau Field, when it's supposed to snow like it's rumored to, they're going to love it. Second and 1 from the 8.
To the ground.
As Peterson busts through, and he gets to the 1. Von Miller records his first stop of tonight. Shockingly, he's been either quiet or aggressive. He's been either quiet, recording a few sacks here and there. Or he's been the one that makes big plays, like an early sack on Tom Brady, Week 5, here on Monday night. And the pick 6 against Cincinnati a couple weeks ago as Minnesota is in for the touchdown.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
That's those downsides of going for on fourth. It's definitely a page that so.
And now they'll try to add the PAT.
Here they go for the PAT.
And they cap the touchdown with the extra point.
So now the game is tied up 7-all. Let's see if Norwood can try to return it or not. As the Broncos now are so now the Broncos are going to try to not.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. But now he's scrambling. And it's complete.
Risk a lost 4th down conversion as Virgil Green gets 4 yards.
You may not have picked up a 1st down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
That's his first. That's Virgil Green's first catch of the night. So we've hit the 2-minute warning tonight from Denver.
Now we have hit the 2-minute warning.
Pretty interesting here so far as the game is tied up 7-all. Time to see if Anderson can do another one of those explosive runs.
Running right side. Taken to the ground.
As he gets about 9 on the play. Got the first down pretty much no matter what.
But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
So 1st down 10 from the 38.
So
and let's see what Denver will do to respond.
A pistol look this time. He's barking out some instructions.
Murray comes for Sanders this time as he nearly gets picked off.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here is 2nd down and 10.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. And he's all alone in the backfield. They'll operate from the gun. He's on the move. Throws left side.
Oh my God, that was another incompletion.
But instead incomplete. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it.
You saw right there if you see the replay here, all those Vikings just coming right in his face.
A little bit questionable.
And Xavier Rhodes, he's been all over the field, and him and Kendricks crashed into each other. How is that not?
Incomplete
Not
pass
ugly.
on second down. Let's see
So
what the offense draws
incomplete.
up here on third.
Time to see what Denver will do here on third down.
Shotgun formation.
Norway
Right side.
torques it,
And that
incomplete.
one almost taken away by the defense, but it falls innocently to the ground.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it
He
in.
tried
and take it
going
the other
for
way, so he dropped an
Thomas this
interception.
time.
The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Is that one falls short. So
We'll see what kind of leg he has right here.
McManus.
This will test him.
oh, Lynch with the fake,
Try to run.
and it's short.
In on the stop.
Paxton Lynch tried pulling the fake.
It's a really good field position here for the offense.
So that was a big mistake there for
So the offense has it
Denver
first
again,
and
going
10.
for it on fourth.
From the gun.
Bridgewater trying to pass. Launching for the sideline, incomplete.
Falls to the ground.
It was Kyle Rudolph that was the intended receiver there. So second down and 10. Miller
Takes a snap out of the
trying to
gun.
rush Bridgewater. Everyone bringing the house. Going to Peterson in the flat.
He's brought down
As he gets
by
about
TJ
5 on the
Watt.
play as the
And the
Vikings
offensive side, they're gonna
call a
stop the
timeout.
game with the timeout. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock.
So third down and 5.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and
Trying
now
to see what
it's
they can
third
do
down for
here.
this offense.
Last time the Vikings scored on a drive, they were on a drive. They went for the touchdown. Bridgewater going for it all. Harris tried getting to him, but it gets batted away. Incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football. Complete the
Strap
interception.
Harris, baby.
What do they say all the time? If he had really
Tried
good
throwing
hands, he'd be playing
To
offense.
right, and apparently him and Chris Harris were just locked in a strap-on fest. So let's see if they can block the field goal. This one's about 40-ish yards, give or take. And it is through. Minnesota takes the lead.
For a defense to let an offense drive down the field, that's the best end result they can get. And have them kick a field goal and not give up a touchdown.
Here, 43 seconds.
And the kicker is set. We're just about ready.
Minnesota trying to kick it deep for Norwood, who waves for the fair catch. Ball comes out to the 25.
And the defense coming out this time in the middle. And the QB's calling something out. The snap from the gun.
Murway fires to Thomas, who gets a 9-yard gain on the play.
And a timeout on the field.
They're calling a timeout.
Offense calling it.
Broncos have 2 left, so do the Vikings. How about that Steelers-Cowboys game, though? Another disappointing loss for Dallas. Pittsburgh has locked up the AFC North. right now.
Catches the snap out of a
No
gun.
way. To Sanders.
Brings it in for the
And he
catch.
turned it into a completion. And he is brought down at the 39.
Before every game, the receivers envision
Got out to the
themselves making big
sidelines,
plays,
luckily.
catches, long runs. Well, it just happened there. But sometimes when you look at the big board and you slow your feet down, keep running. That's why it was caught.
So that was a smart play there by
And now after the catch,
Sanders
the
to get out of
offense
the bounds
with
with
a
30
first down.
seconds left. I mean, you're getting close to field goal range. A quick pass, get to the sidelines. We can get McManus to tie it up.
They're gonna look to throw again.
Murway firing for Green this time, who dives to the 11. They're hurrying it back.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Norwood switches, goes in motion, calls an audible, rolls to his right. Does a Brett Favre move? Denver takes the lead as the time expires.
Sometimes positions
Watch this.
interchangeable.
Rolls to the right.
Became a running back and took it the distance.
That is his second. That is his third rushing touchdown of the year, by the way. He had. This is. It really is notable, like the Giants one, is the one against Pittsburgh week 6. How about that? As time expired, Dylan Murway uses the Jets to take the lead.
And he adds the point after.
As the Broncos add the extra point.
Two quarters down, 2 still to go. Let's take
As
a
we
break.
hit halftime in Denver, Colorado. Tonight,
You're watching
the
NFL
Vikings have a
on
4-point
EA
lead.
That's
Sorry,
it for the
Broncos have a
first half.
4-point
2
lead.
more quarters to go.
2 more
We'll
quarters
have
left
plenty more to
tonight
see
here
after
on
the break.
NBC. As we take a look at some highlights. C.J. Anderson shakes off a tackle to go to the end zone. Dylan Murway says, "This one's for you, Brett Favre," to get a touchdown. Adrian Peterson shows why he likes defenses to just totally leave an open wall. Surprisingly, not a lot of highlights from this game. A lot of back and forth.
Let's take a look at the
But
stats for
stats
half
say
number 1.
this is the Denver Broncos show.
And we are teed up and
Statistically,
ready to
the
go.
last time Denver has lost to Minnesota was back in 2003 in the regular season, week 6, where it was also known for that last-second Randy Moss flip from a Hail Mary. And Jake Plummer went down in that game. So they went to Danny Cannell. That's a name you haven't heard.
Hand off to Peterson. And it's the linebacker
As
Marshall.
Brandon Marshall just dove for Peterson on that one. Second down and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for a second down. So a nickel formation here for the defense.
Bridgewater with the run. Peterson gets behind his
And he is tackled.
lineman. He didn't even go anywhere that time.
Strange as it sounds, Brandon,
Incomplete.
sometimes as a defender, you'd much rather take out a guy who runs with power. He comes straight at you. But those guys who can juke you, those plays can go for big yardage.
Yeah, especially Adrian Peterson. He is known
So
for that
second
kind
down
of
was a
stuff.
run play. Now let's see what they do on
Bringing
third.
2,000 yards in 1 year.
And the quarterback on an island of his own here.
Bridgewater, empty set. Everyone lined up in some form of reception as it's wide open. Rudolph at the 50, at the 40, at the 30. Who can get to him? He's in for the touchdown.
And a short pass, but it leads to a long run after the catch.
Another reason why those tight ends are as receivers can be really dangerous. Kyle Rudolph on a blitz. No one picked up Kyle Rudolph right there. And look what that play went into. Minnesota taking the lead. That only took 3 plays.
So they're in for 6. Let's see if they can make it 7.
Murway. Bridgewater launches it.
There's
There's a kick, a flag. Looked like it might be on Roby. That might just be frustration, I guess.
Came in hot, but be fortunate they didn't get roughing the kicker, so it'll just be the 5-yard penalty for running into the kicker.
Sounds about right.
Everyone getting lined up, but it looks like
that's a penalty that'll be enforced on the kickoff. Zimmer was hot on the sidelines before they got everything ready, and so was Blair Walsh. Cameron didn't catch it, but Blair Walsh actually got in the face of Bradley Roby after the penalty. So now it's up to Denver to try to shake that off and take the lead right back. Murway hands to Anderson, trying to cut, gets to the 41.
Offensive line gets good push, and they pick up the first down. And the defenders
emphasis on great push is Kendricks records his 3rd stop of the game. So,
and a new set of downs here after
new set of downs to the 41.
Yelling some things out here.
Come see what they can do.
They'll operate from the gun.
Murway over the middle to Green. Turns it into a solid game this time, getting to the 39. We'll see the Gatorade Impact Performance stats tonight. 40% completion rate.
Good catch there and a first down for the offense.
Excellent awareness by the receiver to know where the first down
for
was.
Virgil Green. So you got tripped up there.
So first down here after the completion. The defense here in a dime look.
Murway trying to call for an audible here.
From the shotgun.
He's going to do a Russell Wilson move. Dives for the yards. Almost gets stomped on by Joseph. Oh. Or that's just great awareness by the QB. He didn't want to risk an interception to hurt his completion, so he just saw an opening, went in. I bet you if those defenders didn't get to him, that'd have been another touchdown. Amazingly, Denver has had no passing touchdowns this entire game. They've all been rushing in some form.
10 now for the offensive group. Using his feet.
Murway, sidearm throw. Thomas, what a catch! Wow! Triple coverage. Watch this. This is Demaryius Thomas' second catch of the game. runs to his right, waits for Murway to get to his back, throws it. Kendricks was there on top of him, and so was Harrison Smith.
Red zone opportunity.
As we have hit, Denver has hit the red zone
Now
yet
it's first
again.
and goal. They're going to head back to the air.
Is Norwood with the first.
That's what he's got.
Oh, that one's dropped. As we look at the Verizon red zone stats tonight,
Second down now after the incompletion.
the Broncos have been successful in the red zone. However, it's all been for the rushing game. As he throws to Virgil Green, but gets left short, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Norway
Snap. Throws
fires
it
for
right.
Ronnie Hillman
Ball in.
as he hauls it in.
Fourth and goal from the 7. Likely a pass. Can one of these receivers make a big play?
Murway, Hillman, and it is short.
Fourth down conversion failed.
But here's the plus side. Mike Shanahan is notorious for those dangerous fourth down conversions. So far, they haven't really played dividends, but think about it. You're trying to pin the other team as far back in their own end zone as they can. So, great job trying to pin Minnesota deep. They might bring the
And tough
blitz.
starting field position here.
Terrible position for the
Handoff to Peters.
Vikings as
And on the tackle,
that was
Von
easy.
Miller.
Yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for third down.
Second
As
down and 3.
2nd and 3. Peterson, the lone back. Bridgewater. Todd Davis almost picked that one off.
But instead incomplete.
Very nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they carry it all.
As
Speed, athleticism,
right
hands.
there, he almost had that.
questionable.
If he did, he'd have a whale of a shot to take that into the end zone and really change momentum in Denver's favor. Just remember, Denver has been part of one overtime game this year.
And the offense looks
That
to
was
pick up
against the
first here on
Colts.
third
They
after
lost that
incompletion.
game. Colts so far have been overtime
So a rough
kings.
spot to take the snap from here. Shotgun formation.
As Ward gets to Bridgewater,
Made incomplete pass.
but it's an incomplete pass as Wright was the intended receiver. Looks like TJ Ward just killed Teddy Bridgewater again. That's probably the 10th bajillionth time he's been hit. Time to see what they can do here. They're going to spot it. Oh, the play's not dead. His first downs at the 42. Amazingly, nobody was there. Luckily, they have decent field position. For the Broncos, the 42. 5 seconds
CJ Anderson this time. Gets some yards.
is Anderson.
Not a whole lot there.
Got 3 on the play.
.75% of the way home in regulation. 3 quarters down, 1 to go, and we'll get to that last one after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Third quarter has
on EA
ended
Sports.
tonight here in Denver. So far it's pretty much been a deadlock. Denver had the lead, then Minnesota held the lead for a quarter. And now let's see if Denver can respond.
Time to begin the final stanza
As
here.
we begin the final quarter here from Denver, Colorado.
And to my left, Charles Davis.
Both of these teams will play the three-game Saturday tripleheader.
Second down following the run. And a nickelback on the field for the D. And he's going to holler out some instructions.
As Murway
He's going to have to scramble.
lobs it to Anderson. And almost got the first. Oh, player hurt.
You know no one's 100% once the whistle blows. Everyone's going to get a few bumps and bruises.
And it is oh no. Rib injury on the 7.
When people scout quarterbacks, one trait they're looking for, elusiveness. The ability to
And I bet you
alive
that's
when they're
probably
being
going to be
harassed in the pocket.
considered
1 yard to go here on
dirty.
third down.
So Paxton Lynch will go in this time.
Linval Joseph with the tackle.
Now it's time for Paxton Lynch to be the hero. Now that Dylan Murway has gone out of the game after we could get a replay. A lot of people are saying it was a dirty hit, so this could be interesting. So this is Paxton Lynch, the 2016 draft pick for the Denver Broncos. A lot of people are pointing to him as this franchise's future. As he lobs to the short pass, it turns to a 1 yard play. It's been frustrating for a lot of these players tonight. So apparently there was an abdominal strain, word from the Denver Broncos medical staff, UC Health. He will return soon, but for right now, to be safe, Paxton Lynch will be in.
85 Bears here, little 4-6 formation.
As Minnesota goes 4-6, patented by the brothers from the NF. Oh my goodness! Ball's out. And Demaryius Thomas flipped the ball because he saw he was going to get hit. Launches it, nearly gave it to Minnesota. C.J. Anderson landed on top of it.
I think it just saved a set of
Watch this.
by the head coach. I thought those were about to.
Let's get a replay here. Watch Thomas 88. The route he runs. He does a post. He gets it. Now watch 22. Watch Harrison Smith. He comes in, sees he gets gonna get hit, lets it go. Great awareness. And Emmanuel Sanders misses the ball. Now, if he was able to land it, that would have been some Sports Center type stuff. So, watch C.J. Anderson, 22. Comes in, the ball shoots out. Great awareness by C.J. Anderson to get to the ball before the Vikings. Oh my goodness, what a play.
The offense back to the line after the completion for first.
And that counts as a reception for C.J. Anderson.
The running back. Tackle made by Smith.
As he gets punched out of the end zone.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in.
Denver trying to take the lead. Anderson to the right.
Down he goes.
He goes nowhere on the stop. Harrison Smith, that is his sixth tackle of tonight. And C.J. Anderson gets to the 1.
Oh man, Brandon, they were so close to getting 7 points right there.
Wow. I think if all the Bronco fans after that, when Thomas flipped it, That was...
And a chip shot here.
Ooh. You can literally feel the air just escape the stadium and come back in like 10 seconds.
An easy 3.
And everyone is lined up for the kickoff.
McManus, the place kicker. Shrells trying to take it. So he gets stopped at the 22. The Vikings have 2:40 to take the lead and possibly upset the Broncos. Remember, the Broncos started tonight. They could only start and win the conference and home field tonight just by starting. Minnesota can keep their hopes alive with the win against the 11-1 Broncos.
Late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain. And
Bridgewater to Treadwell. As that one gets stopped.
And now after the catch, the offense with a fresh set of downs.
So after that catch, the Broncos are at the 36. Vikings with a new set of downs.
Really has to be conscious of the clock here.
As Williams gets Peterson that time. And we have hit the 2-minute warning tonight in Denver. After this game, you'll get a preview of the Saturday game with Pittsburgh and Green Bay.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the big tight end shifting around. They'll operate from the gun.
And Ware gets to him for the sack.
Time in this game, he's been brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And possibly a preview of the Week 15 game, which will be the only game Sunday night between Patriots and the Rams. As he uncorks it, and drops the pass, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to run before he secured the ball.
We are seeing a whale of a shootout right now here in Denver tonight. Game tied 17-all. Vikings ready to punt. Emmanuel Sanders ready to try to take this one back. And he's going to do it. He's at the 40. Spins out of it. Gets to the 50.
Whether your offense is struggling or not, they always appreciate a big punt return. A short field to work with tends to make an offense that much better.
So, here we go. Hero time. 90 seconds left. Lynch going over the middle of Norwood, and it's caught. Harrison Smith with the stop.
Is going to take a timeout here and get together to discuss some things. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
That one was whistled in there. If you're a receiver, you have to get your hands on it so it doesn't get to your body.
First and 10 at the 33.
And they'll set up out of the pistol. He's barking out some instructions.
Lynch, hero time. Firing for Virgil Green. Touchdown, Denver. They're back on top. They take the lead. Now it's time to see, does Minnesota have anything to say about this? They try the PAT.
The PAT is up.
As now Denver takes a touchdown lead.
And the kickoff team, they all appear
80
set.
seconds for Denver to respond, Minnesota to respond.
They'll have a shot to return it.
Todd Davis brings him down for 26. So essentially that was a touchback. Just with added bonus. One 1:17 left in the game.
From the gun.
Bridgewater from the gun. Peterson in the flat. And he is brought down at the 35.
Second down now after the pass.
They're hurrying back to the line.
And they're going to speed things up here. Takes a snap
Bridgewater
on the
again
gun.
from the gun. And Miller gets to him
Third time he's been brought down for a sack. And they're going to take
for
a
the sack.
to stop the clock.
Minnesota takes a timeout. They have one left. Right about now is where you're going to start getting desperate here.
Let's see what the offense has in store
Vikings
for
have
third.
been 1-5 on third down.
Little motion now from the tight end.
Defensive adjustments. Bridgewater, 5-step drop, and it is caught. Roby gets to him.
To bring us to fourth down.
50 seconds left. 48. Now it's
From the gun.
time slipping. Peterson with the first. Todd Davis with a body slam. DeMarcus Ware calls a timeout.
Get together and talk things over.
Whew. Get the popcorn. Denver has 2 timeouts. Minnesota has 1 left.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
.39 seconds. It may come down to who has a better arm and who can get luckier. Bridgewater dumps. Ward forces the ball out. Minnesota falls on it.
First down there by the defense, and now it's second down. And he'll clock it here.
And Bridgewater with the spike. Oh, this is excellent. Down by touchdown. If I'm Bridgewater, I'd just start launching them and hope to God somebody gets open. Third down and 14. We may be getting to the final few plays here. Bridgewater going for the gun. And it's caught by Treadwell, who takes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Do they go for 2?
And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense
Wow.
that understands that, it still drives
Hope's
them crazy.
still alive in
Actually,
Minnesota.
happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
For the 5-7 Vikings. They're going to tie it.
Point after try here.
Now Denver's goal is to get it into the end zone and try
And he splits the uprights for the PAT.
to go for a field goal. Because to avoid overtime, Bridgewater's going to try to go for it on first down with Paxton Lynch, the hero.
And the kicker is set. We're just about ready.
And it's touchback. 18 seconds. The 5-7 Vikings. Season may be coming down to the last few minutes. They have 75 yards to go to get the touchdown.
Getting set on first down.
50 if they want a field goal. Anderson, left side, touchdown. Denver is going to call a timeout. As of right now, if this game runs long and goes into overtime, we'll take post-game coverage over to NBCSN for Football Night in America if need be. 12 seconds. Denver playing for overtime.
So he's finally brought down, but not before a really good game.
They used their last timeout.
It's going to burn a timeout.
Which means they're going to make a roster change. Hero time for Denver. 7 seconds. Lynch comes out.
So we're back in the offense, getting
Dylan Murway back in the game. After a late, what could be considered a rather questionable hit.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Here we go.
He's calling something out.
7 seconds, no timeouts. Murway takes the snap from the gun. He's going to heave it. Going for it, and it is picked off. We're going to overtime. Oh my goodness. 4 quarters down here in regulation in Denver.
4 quarters done, and we're dead even.
Post-game coverage will shift to NBCSN, which means your late local news will follow right after this and the conclusion of tonight's game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and
Here we
kick a
go.
field goal,
Here's the coin
the
toss.
other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball,
Vikings
gets
have
picked up
won.
by the defense and they score, the game is over at
And
that
they
point.
elect to receive. Broncos defend right. We could see us a really, really good ball game.
And we are teed up.
That can come down to the waning seconds. McManus kicks it off.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we
And
go.
he drops it on the kickoff. Ellison gets tipped at the 23 and is pushed out. Ooh, this is getting good. Now the Vikings are setting up the 23.
And on first
2
and
person
10 now.
from the eye.
Here's a run with AP. Stop is made by
As the stop has been made by Brandon Marshall. Anybody else's heart racing right now? Second and 10.
now.
Treadwell, who's close. And he's going
Brings it in.
Treadwell, who gets to the 42. Both quarterbacks tonight have 1 pick apiece.
First and 10.
Minnesota from the eye.
Handoff.
Peterson
Not
brought
much
down
doing it there
for a
with
gain
a
of
bunch
1.
there. Snuffed out quickly.
That's a fine Good job by the defense, limiting the offense and putting them in a tougher situation.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick
Second
up the first
and 9.
Second down. Here's a run with AP.
Peterson gets
And they go
tripped,
the wrong way
loses
on
2
this
yards.
one, a negative play.
If Minnesota scores here, the game is over. If they get a field goal, Denver can match it and vice versa.
Will the defense dial up the
3rd and
pressure?
11.
Let's see. 3rd and 11.
Bridgewater way in the pocket. And he's going to uncork it. Roby bats it down, incomplete.
Taken away by the defense, but it falls innocently to the ground.
Well, he did almost everything right.
Oh.
Excellent coverage, breaks on the football.
Get your
just
popcorn
enabled
ready,
the ball
guys.
to take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So now they're going to punt it.
So the offense unable to convert through the air, and now the special teams unit and the punter takes the field.
Locke is going to send it deep. And Anderson and Sanders will let it bounce out to the 20. Hero time for Denver. See if they can respond.
So a nickel formation.
1st and 10 from the 20.
And
No way.
to
Anderson,
moving right
left
side.
side, sheds a tackle and is down for 34.
Nice job on the ground there, and the sticks will move.
And he should be
The
patting
sticks
his offensive
continue to
lineman on the
move.
back right now. They created a nice space for him to run through.
Oh boy.
And a new set of downs here after
This
picking
could
up the
get
first
good.
one on the ground.
New set of downs. 1st down and 10. 2:18 left in the overtime period. Murway going for Demaryius Thomas, but he gets picked off almost.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Demaryius Thomas was the intended receiver. Hard to believe he's had 2 catches all night.
Second down following the incompletion.
2nd down and 10.
2 tight end set this time. C.J. Anderson.
C.J. Anderson to the left. Sheds a tackle. C.J. Anderson. He's off at the 20. And he's off and he's down at the 17.
In the running game, it's all about consistent gains. But when you break
Wow.
off the play, get a big chunk of yardage, that
Denver
energizes
is
everyone.
in prime position to go and win this game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with
1st and 10. 2 minutes left.
And they'll give it to
Anderson sheds a tackle, and he gets hit right away. Field goal time.
Offense came close to pay dirt, but they'll have to settle for 3 on a short field goal.
Off the foot of McManus, just like in 2007. Takes the snap. McManus up, and it is through.
Successful as he splits the upright.
They counted on getting 3 points there. That's exactly what they got. Right through the middle of the goalpost.
Right through the middle. McManus comes in clutch, and Denver has won this game.
We head out to the game, Charles. We hope for these
Whoa,
battles.
what a
Fantastic
finish.
witness.
Off the
If you had
foot
no rooting interest in
of
the
Brandon
game,
McManus,
it's a terrific game. Both teams played well.
coming
Unfortunately,
in
only one
clutch.
Well, 60 minutes wasn't enough, partner. We needed
Oh
overtime.
my God.
Gutsy victory.
Brandon, to win one in overtime.
Brandon
I think it
McManus
gives you a little extra bounce, a little extra juice around your facility for the next week. And for the team that got
has
beat,
probably
that's
become
tough to recover
Denver's number one hero. What a finish tonight from Denver. After this, we will take you over to the studio for Football Night in America recap of a thrilling finish in Denver. And then we will give you a preview of Packers and Steelers on Saturday.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Saturday night.
Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gooden.
Oh
This is the NFL
my God.
on EA Sports.
What a game. What an end to a thriller of a game from Denver. Final score. From Denver tonight, Denver Broncos 27, Minnesota Vikings 24.